Admiral Krivax of the Valerian Empire watched the viewscreen with 6 of his compound eyes, mandibles clicking in amusement. The human vessel approaching their battle station was laughably small, barely the size of a Valerian scout ship. For 3,000 cycles, the Empire had ruled this sector of the galaxy with overwhelming military might. These newcomers from the backwater system called Sol would learn their place soon enough. "Hail them," Krivax ordered, his translator converting his chittering speech into Galactic standard. "Let us see what tribute they offer for safe passage through our territory." The view screen flickered. A human woman appeared, her dark hair pulled back, wearing a simple blue uniform with gold insignia. Commander Jessica Martinez of the United Earth Defense Force offered a polite smile. "Admiral Krivax, I presume. I'm here to discuss trade negotiations and establish diplomatic relations." The bridge crew erupted in clicking laughter. Krivax leaned forward. "You misunderstand your position, human. Your species will pay tribute, provide technological specifications, and accept our garrison on your homeworld. Refuse, and we will demonstrate why 500 worlds kneel before valor." Martinez's smile never wavered. "I was afraid you'd say that." Krivax signaled his weapons officer. 20 plasma batteries locked onto the human ship, enough firepower to vaporize a moon. "You have 10 microcycles to surrender." "We'll pass, thanks," Martinez replied. "But since you're so interested in demonstrations of power, let me show you something." The human ship didn't move. It didn't need to. Space itself seemed to fold around the Valerian battle station. Krivax felt his chitin crawl as every sensor on the bridge screamed warnings simultaneously. His tactical officer's voice trembled. "Admiral, reality is becoming unstable. The humans have weaponized quantum fluctuations. They're not creating weapons, they're rewriting the fundamental forces." Before Krivax could respond, his flagship and the 3 destroyers flanking it simply stopped existing in 3-dimensional space. They hadn't been destroyed. They'd been moved. Relocated instantaneously to a pocket dimension where time flowed at 1/1,000,000th normal speed. From Krivax's perspective, only a heartbeat passed. But when they returned to normal space, Martinez was still on the viewscreen, and her chronometer showed that 6 hours had elapsed. "Welcome back," she said cheerfully. "You've been in temporal suspension. We could have left you there indefinitely, but that seemed rude for a first contact." Word of the incident reached the Valerian High Council within days. Emperor Thaxiol himself convened an emergency session. His greatest military minds gathered in the war chamber, a crystalline dome overlooking the capital city of Valor Prime. "These humans possess technology beyond our comprehension," Military Coordinator Velshera reported, her azure scales flickering with nervous energy. "They've somehow unified quantum mechanics and gravitational theory. Something our greatest scientists deemed impossible. Their single ship contains more computing power than our entire Imperial network." Thaxiol's tail lashed against the floor. "One ship. We have 50,000 warships. Mobilize the 7th, 9th, and 12th fleets. We will crush this upstart species and claim their technology." General Marcus Thompson stood in the council chamber via holographic projection, invited as Earth's representative. He was a broad-shouldered man with gray temples and calm eyes that had seen too many wars. "Your Majesty," Thompson said quietly, "I strongly advise against military action." "You advise the Emperor?" Thaxiol roared. 15,000 warships are already en route to your system. Surrender your technology, or face extinction." Thompson sighed. "Then I'm afraid we'll have to respond appropriately." The Valerian Armada emerged from hyperspace at the edge of the Sol system, a magnificent display of imperial might. 15,000 vessels, each bristling with weapons that could crack continents. Admiral Krivax, restored to his flagship, led the charge personally. "Scan for the human fleet," he commanded. His science officer's mandibles went slack. "Admiral, there is no fleet." There's only one ship. The same ship from before. Commander Martinez appeared on every viewscreen of every Valerian vessel simultaneously. Gentlemen, I'm going to give you one chance to turn around. We don't want war. Krivak slammed his appendage on the command console. All ships, fire at will. 15,000 warships unleashed hell itself. Enough firepower to sterilize 100 worlds converged on the single human vessel. The attacks never reached their target. Every missile, every plasma bolt, every kinetic round simply vanished the moment it crossed an invisible threshold around the human ship. Not deflected. Not absorbed. Erased from existence. What sorcery is this? Krivak whispered. Martinez's voice was patient, almost kind. It's not sorcery, Admiral. It's science you haven't discovered yet. We're manipulating probability fields at the quantum level. Every weapon you fire has a probability of existing. We're simply adjusting that probability to 0. Impossible. Velshera exclaimed from the war chamber on Valor Prime, monitoring the battle in real time. No species should possess such capabilities. A new voice joined the transmission. Dr. Elizabeth Reeves, Earth's chief xenotechnology specialist, materialized as a hologram beside Martinez. She was a woman in her 60s, with kind eyes behind wire-rimmed glasses. Actually, it's quite possible, Dr. Reeves explained, her tone professorial. You see, humanity faced extinction 6 times in our history. Ice ages, supervolcanoes, near-miss asteroids, nuclear weapons, climate catastrophe, and a runaway AI event. Each time, we adapted not through evolution, but through innovation. We didn't become stronger or faster, we became smarter. Desperate. Creative. She gestured to a holographic display showing Earth's technological progression. While you spread across the stars through conquest, we spent 2 centuries solving impossible problems with limited resources on a single world. We learned to do more with less. To think differently. To break rules we didn't even know existed. General Thompson stepped forward. Your empire relies on technology you inherited from ancient precursor races. You've stagnated. We've had to invent everything from scratch, and in doing so, we've surpassed what you thought were universal limits. Emperor Thaxiol stared at the holographic display of his trapped armada. The human ship hadn't fired a single shot. It didn't need to. 15,000 warships hung frozen in space, their crews unharmed but completely immobilized by forces beyond Valerian comprehension. What do you want? Thaxiol asked, his voice hollow. Our worlds. Our resources. Martinez shook her head. We want peace. Trade. Cultural exchange. We want to share our knowledge and learn from yours. Humanity doesn't seek dominance, Your Majesty. We've learned that lesson the hard way. And if we refuse? Velshera challenged. Then we'll leave you alone, Thompson replied simply. We'll release your fleets, return to Sol System, and establish a quarantine zone. You'll never threaten us, and we won't interfere with your empire. But you'll also never advance beyond your current level. The choice is yours. Thaxiol looked at his council, seeing fear and wonder in equal measure on their faces. An empire built on conquest faced a species that had weaponized compassion alongside physics itself. Very well, the Emperor said slowly. We accept your terms. Teach us. Show us how humanity achieved the impossible. Martinez smiled warmly. We'd be honored to. And perhaps, together, we can discover what truly lies beyond imagination. As the Valerian Armada was gently released from temporal suspension, every ship's commander received the same message: welcome to a larger universe than you ever dreamed possible. Welcome to humanity's vision of the future.